to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. It was giving, you know, when Destiny's Child was at the awards ceremony. Amen.
I love that song. Yes. Are we doing joke of the week or letters? Or we just having right back? Okay, go ahead.
So we're back. My joke of the week is I almost got recruited to the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Gross.
In Miami. So this is what happened. And this is how you know. It was the most ridiculous thing. I meant to report this. I forgot to do it because I was so busy. So I'm in Miami.
I'm out here in Miami.
Out of town, thugging my rounds. And me and my homegirl wanted to hang out.
Because it's just your sisters and your mom.
What?
Your rounds or just your sisters?
Oh, no. I wasn't with my rounds in Miami.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I was out in Miami. And my homegirl wanted to hang out. And she was like, instead of dinner, let's go. I know you like to do the little counts and shit. Let's go to the gym and throw counts. So I was like, this is the best friend day idea I've ever heard in my fucking life. So they had like a little guest pass situation at the LA Fitness in Brickell. So we're in Brickell. And I'm like, hey, I have a friend with me. She wants to do the 3-day guest pass, blah, blah. So we got to go to like one of the little desks at the LA Fitness. So we're talking, and she was saying, my friend was telling me how much fun she was having at my show, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, girl, you know, I had so much fun. Like, usually, you know, Miami crowds, blah, blah. So the girl who's doing it, the LA Fitness employee, let's just call her bitch, right? So bitch was like,
you're an asshole. Go on.
She was like, oh, you had a show. Like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, like, okay, how long you going to be here? I was like, oh, I'm here for like till like Sunday. What's up? She's like, oh, well, you know, I have a podcast. She's like, oh, do you do podcasts or whatever? And I was like, I was going to jokingly be like, girl, not Fresh and Fit, well. And she's like, oh, you know, I do some casting for podcasts out here. And I was like, oh, well, I have a podcast, but like I'm going to be busy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what's the podcast? She was like, oh, one is like, you know, a comedy podcast. The other was a little more controversial, LOL. And I already knew I was
Don't fucking play with me, bitch. Like,
and she's like, yeah, I'm like, is it Fresh and Fit? She's like, yeah, Fresh and Fit. And I was like, I would rather die than be on that podcast. And her face was just like, had the nerve to be offended.
I would rather run into the street with ankle weights on than be on Fresh and Fit's podcast. And then what type of bitches do we look like? Because we be getting some heinous requests from people.
I would rather have been on that submarine.
Fair.
Like.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I was like, I'd rather die. And she was like, immediately offended. Like, oh, and Janine was like, my friend Janine was like, what is the Fresh and Fit? I was like, girl, it's like one of them incel podcasts. But she's like, oh, it's red pill, LOL. No, LOL, bitch, that shit is not funny.
And you hoes that be kikiing about shit like that be so weird. No, oh my God.
So let me tell you how the rest of it goes. So she was just like, oh, it's like some red pill shit. She was like, oh, it be controversial. Mine is the white bitch. And she was just like, oh, niggas be offended. I was just like, now we're in wording. So me and my friend look at each other like,
she said the N-word in front of y'all?
Yes. And I'm just like, this happened towards the end of the interaction. So just, at this point, we're just quiet. Because it's like, do I show my ass at LA Fitness? Do I get her fired? What do we do at this point? Because it's like,
I don't know. I think you should have smacked her.
That's not.
But you're not smacky.
That's not my vibe. But also just like it wasn't that kind of party. You know what I'm saying? But it was just really stupid. But she was like defending the fact that, oh, it's just not like people just need to, you can, it was something around like, oh, you don't want to have a different opinions and have a conversation. No, I don't want to have a conversation with incels. No. And I was like, oh, they just get random bitches off the street, random 22-year-olds. She's like, I do the casting and it's not random 22-year-olds. I'm a random bitch off the street. You don't know me for a can of paint.
Ashamed. She ought to be ashamed of herself.
No, and had the nerve to have an attitude about it. So every other time that we saw some.
Hold on. Tell them bitches you busy.
That's not my phone.
Oh, okay. Tell me something.
Oh, no. I'm at work.
All right.
But anyway. But she had like an attitude with like stink eyeing us for us today. And I'm just like, you gonna call your ops? They gonna pull up over here?
Right.
Like, so this is how you get your bitches?
And why are you saying the N-word at work?
Why are you saying the N-word at work?
I would still report it. You should call.
I should call up to LA Fitness, but it was the LA Fitness in Brickell, and she's over there recruiting random bitches at the gym. Like, you don't.
Which I'm sure is outside of the scope of
what you need to be doing.
There's something to be done. There's a machine need to be wiped down.
You at work.
You at work.
Do my shit
Call
right.
the people to fix the pool. Something.
There's something for you to do. So it was just really weird. But it was also, this is how y'all get y'all people. And then you had the nerve to be mad that I pushed back and was like, I'd rather die. No. I don't want to be no fucking
man
was
trolling women in my comments on one of my videos on TikTok. And they had the nerve to DM me. I would love to have a conversation with you. No.
I don't want to have a conversation with you niggas. There's nothing to talk about.
And that's the thing about it is people be like, oh, people can have their own opinions, and you know, if it's somebody's opinion, like it's not that deep. No. It literally is that deep because y'all opinions be that bitches should die. Literally. Y'all opinions
An opinion is sugar on grits. An opinion is ketchup with a grilled cheese. You know, it's gross. I actually like ketchup on grilled cheese. But like it's weird, but no one's getting hurt. But you're like, oh, bitches shouldn't be allowed to breathe.
Whoa. Like, I don't know. And I think that's what people don't get about like the hoes not human thing. They don't realize like it's like satire. Like that's how it be sounded and how people be feeling is that niggas don't want like women like around and happy and existing and free. And like
making decisions and having freedom and whatever the fuck. And it's just like, no, this is not an opinion. Like niggas is dying, or homophobia and all the other things. It's like, bro, people are dying behind this kind of rhetoric.
Some boy just killed like 6 sex workers this week. Yeah,
we are dying for this shit for real. Gay people are dying about this shit for real. Trans people are dying about this shit. And guess who's doing the killing? If you want to get real deep into it.
And we just had this conversation, and I'll keep saying it, like, you niggas make shit real weird, man. You make shit real uncomfortable. I had to threaten, and this is not my joke of the week, I had to threaten to beat a nigga to death in the park the other day. So, like, I'm walking on the trail, and I walk on the trail. It's 2 trails that are kind of close to where I be going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2 trails close to where I be going. So I walk near those in case I could be having to poop when I walk. So I walk on those trails. But there's parts of those trails that are kind of like secluded. So if like niggas wanted to sit on benches and be weird, then they could. So I'm walking or whatever, and I see, like, you know how you walking on a trail and someone is, like, lapping you up, like they passing you or whatever. So I see a white girl come onto the trail, and she's walking kind of, like, the opposite way of me, but she passes this bench with these 2 dudes. And so they, like, reach out and, like, touch her, like, trying to talk to her, and she's like, oh, my God, like, please. Fuck off. Like, oh, my God, please. So as she's passing me, I'm like, oh, my God, girl, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. And you could tell she looks, like, terrified because random park goblin, you know, I'm not like dressed cute or nothing like that. I was like, I literally am just checking on you because I saw those guys touching you. What's the vibe? Like, are you okay? And she's like, no, I'm fine, but they are weird, you know, whatever. So I keep a stick like hidden in the park that I usually don't grab if I, you know what I'm saying, like don't feel like unsafe. But like I'm like, let me get my fucking park stick from behind this tree because these niggas are crazy. So I go grab my park stick, and as I'm walking towards where they might be, I'm like, I'm not even gonna walk past the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I cut across the grass. Nigga gets up off the bench and starts to walk towards me into the field of grass, and it's like, you know, like whistling and catcalling, like, hey, yo, like, I just want to talk to you a second. I'm like, no, stop, like, thank you. I'm putting my hands out, like, police, like, stay right there, like, stop. And he just keeps coming toward me, and I had to say out my mouth, like, bro, I'm not above beating you to death. I'm not.
So what's up?
And he was just kind of like, damn, and then, like, walked away. Why I gotta threaten to beat you to death for you to fuck off, man?
Now I got the felony.
Nah, but that's the shit, though.
Let's talk about that lady in Chicago with her son. Like we said on here, oh, why don't y'all arm yourself, protect yourselves? When your homies end up on these fucking shirts.
Now it's a problem.
When every Saturday,
you got
down to the AME.
Right.
You eating your repast chicken and cake. Mm-hmm. Now it's a problem.
You done had so much yellow cake with chocolate frosting because niggas don't know how to act. But I don't want to make this supposed to be a happy episode. I just really want you niggas to do better. My joke of the week is that a couple tried to fuck me at Yard House. So,
yuck.
Gross. So, mind you, everybody knows how I feel about threesomes. I'm bisexual, but I don't want to do threesomes. Like I say, I don't want my food touching. Yes. I'm all set. So, I'm sitting at the bar, and mind you, a nigga had already pissed me off. Like, my plans for the evening had already been changed. Like, so I'm already irritated. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get me something to eat. All I wanted was me a little wing and a little wine. So I sit down or whatever, and it's this couple next to me. Mind you, I'm tired. I've got no makeup on. I'm not dressed to be out. I don't know if you've ever been to Yard House's late night happy hour, but it's like nigga music. Niggas are in there getting fucked up. Some couples in there doing they like pre-fuck drinking. Like, it's a good old niggery time. So I'm sitting there just looking looking like a depressed housewife. Like, I'm just like, I need my chicken and my wine. So people sitting next to me or whatever, they're doing PDA. Mind you, you know I love me some PDA. But they're doing PDA in a way that, like, you're clearly trying to, like, get my attention. Mm-hmm. So I'm ignoring it. So I go in my bag to get something, and one of my loose random beauty supply store earrings flies out of my bag and goes over to where they sitting. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I reach to get it, and the guy goes, that's my wife's earring. And I'm so tired. I can't take jokes when I'm tired. I don't pick up on the social cues. I think it's autism. But, like, I'm like, it's not. And I'm on the verge of, like, tears. I'm like, it's not. Like, it's my earring. It came out of my bag. Like, what's up?
I hate when niggas do that. Oh, you dropped something. Your shoes untied. Leave me alone.
And you're flirting with me in front of this bitch, which either means you're being disrespectful to her or y'all are trying to fuck me. And because she didn't react any kind of way, I'm like, y'all are trying to fuck me. So I get my earring and put it back in my bag. Then, shout out to my homegirl, Amitra, who I did not know. She walked up on me and hugged me from behind. So I was already terrified after that. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And they laugh. And the couple next to me thought that was funny because I looked and it was somebody I know. But I thought it was like, something a stranger. I thought something was happening to me. So they like kissing and like singing songs real loud and like touching on each other and stuff. And I'm like, all right, let me hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Right. My waitress doesn't give a shit when my food comes out or what happens because I heard her tell another couple that this was her last day and her nigga moving to DC. So she don't give a fuck what happens to me. And it was about to be closing
Ain't no
time.
angel shot or
She
nothing.
don't give a fuck. So I'm like, okay. So I'm eating my chicken, I'm minding my business and watching stuff on my phone, and they get up to leave, and the guy was like, okay, you know, like, have a good night. I'm like, yeah, all right, like, cool. So then about 10 minutes pass, I'm halfway through my food. He comes back and stands next to me. He's like, I just wanted to make sure you good, like, you safe, like, you good. I'm like,
you don't give a damn
I'm
about
like,
liver down.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, I'm fine. He's like, yeah, me and my wife, we just flew in. Like, we hear from Redacted, just in case they're listening. I don't want them to be offended. But we hear from, you know, we just trying to figure, like, this is a good spot. Like, we like coming here when we hear. Like, we just trying to figure out what to get into. Not my pussy. Not my box. What did you think was gonna happen, man? You and this weird ass, lame ass bitch. Then I had a security guard walk me to my car because, you know, those little underground parking lots at Atlantic Station. Walk me to my car because I'm like, what if these niggas is just sitting waiting on me? And then lo and behold, when I got into my car, they pull off in a rental truck. I see them pull off. Y'all are weird. People are so weird. And you know what? You bitches that be out here scouting for hoes with y'all niggas.
He's gonna fuck the bitches
He's only reason he want to do it is because he's gonna want to fuck the bitch without you. And you not even gay for real. Leave us out of it. Leave me be. I don't want to be involved with your threesome shenanigans at all. I don't. Fuck your friends like a normal person. Let him fuck one of your friends. Since you want to do a threesome so bad, what you trying to fuck me for?
I'm just trying to enjoy my wings
and my wine
and my cocktail.
Please. Oh, please.
We have letters.
Yes, we have letters. We're reading 2 today.
Yeah.
This might be a long episode because I want to get everything
done.
Tell me the one that we need to. Are you reading the first one or I'm reading?
Flirting advice is pretty quick. Just go in chronological order because that's the best way to know which is order.
I just like to Google. I just like to look in the search bar. Jesus. You want to read this one or should I?
I'll read it short.
Okay.
Hi, I'm a pretty new listener, and I'm not even sure if y'all still do the segment anymore, but this has honestly been one of the best podcasts I've listened to so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I really enjoy y'all's candidness, and I have yet to not be entertained. Anyways, I'm not sure if the title is on brand, but here we go. All right, so I'm 19, Jesus. And honestly, I feel like I have no clue in flirting and trying to pick people up. Like, I have my dealings with niggas, and then trying to interact with women is terrifying despite being the same gender. Interacting with people normally is fine. It's literally when I want to become non-platonic, even if it's a short-term little thing where I'm like, what happens now? Also, I'm not sure if this is relevant, but indulging in, like, drinks and weed helps. But, like, ain't nobody trying to be intoxicated interacting with folks all the time, you know? Any advice? You a Gen Z baby. You a Zoom baby. So y'all don't have no social skills.
Y'all don't, and that's not us being like mean old bitches.
Yeah,
but like
it's not.
Y'all's development is just different. Like we spent our 19-year-old years being outside, so like our perspective is gonna be like and outside for real. Like it was just and I hate that for y'all, but it was just a different time. We had to be social.
I'm struggling even now coming out of it.
Yeah,
I be outside like, you know. So yeah. I get it, but it.
And also, like, it's hard for me because I'm a naturally flirty person. Yeah. I flirt with
easily everybody.
So, like, I don't know.
We're funny.
Are you
So
write us again? Are you funny? Like what? I think flirting with men also, like, men are very easy. Like, so it shouldn't be difficult to flirt with men. Like, pick up on something they're interested in or something that you think that y'all will both be interested in and talk about that. I like to compliment men a lot because, you know, I find it very sad, and I hate to say, you know, sympathetic things about men, but they don't get a lot of compliments. And they don't get a lot of specific compliments outside of you're handsome, you know what I'm saying, or you fine, or any of those things. So, like, when I'm flirting with men, like, I've said this before, I like to talk about if their skin is pretty or their teeth are pretty.
They're easy. Butter them up.
Butter them up. It's very simple when you're talking to men. Now, with bitches, I have a similar problem because, you know, women are very flirty with each other, whether they're gay or not. And a lot of time hoes don't know you being gay. So I have that same problem at 30 years old, sweetheart, where it's just like, I've told it ain't too many more times I'm finna tell you how pretty your smile is before I ask to eat your pussy. I don't know what I'm just saying.
This is a classy party.
It's not a classy party. I'm trying to fuck. I want to fuck some. Like, I don't know. I don't be knowing how else to say that either. So that's a conundrum for the lesbian world. Because, I mean, most of the time you just compliment and then you end up living together. I don't know what else. I can't help you with. But again, like with women too, like the same way you would want a nigga to talk to you is how you should talk to women. I try to compliment women on the things that I know that they intentionally did to feel pretty or to feel womanly. So I like to compliment women on their perfume. But with girls, you can't be like, oh, what perfume is that? Because that's friendly. You have to be like, you smell amazing. You have to make it gay. Like, because if you don't, then it's just going to be like, oh, girl, thank you. It's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. I got it off. Da, 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 da.
You got to just really just slam the strap on the table.
You got to put it on the floor with these bitches.
Damn, your pussy must be good. Like,
no. Nah.
Scaring the hoes. I'm kidding. But you have to gay it up.
But you do have to gay it up. But just,
I don't know how to make that line.
And then you have to flirt with men, and this is going to sound so nasty. You have to flirt with men that you know you're not going to fuck. You have to practice flirting on men that you know have no chance with you. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it goes, because if you do the flirting with a nigga you want and you fuck it up, you bungle it, then you just assed out. You got to flirt with the niggas at the bar that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, when I get in the car, I'm blocking his number.
But you got to do it for the sport of it.
But you got to do it for the sport of it. That's the only way that you get better. Once I like a nigga, I'm bad at flirting. Like, once I'm in it and I really like a nigga, I'd be like, so, I found some rocks outside.
Do you like cheese?
Do you like cheese? Like, yes, that is me. But, yeah. And you're only 19. You'll get so much more fucking sauce and pizzazz as you just, like, get older. And when you start doing you some real fucking, too. Once you start, like, fucking, like, you'll start to smell yourself and feel good about yourself. Like, I could do anything. I remember the first time I took some real dick, I was like, oh, these niggas is mine. The hoes is out here. The world is my oyster.
No, because once you
bag a bad bitch.
First slice of dick.
Yeah, you bag a bad bitch, you're going to be right on your way.
Oh, she just sent it twice. Okay, the next one's a joke of the week, and then there's a long one. You can just read the joke of the week because it's funny, and then we can do the long letter.
I want to read the long letter.
Okay, I'll just read the joke of the week then,
okay.
baby. Okay.
What's the title of the long letter so I can look?
Undergrad nonsense.
Okay. She did send that twice. I saw that last
She
night.
probably thought we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, joke of the week. Hey, y'all. I was recently listening to the pod where y'all talk about dancing-ass niggas, and I remembered this moment where I was personally victimized by a dancing-ass nigga. So funny.
Personally victimized.
I was up the club with some of my classmates, just graduated medical school. Congratulations. And one of them loved to hit a choreographed pop and lock. I'm just standing doing my little two-step, minding my business, and he starts doing that shit where they take their hat off mid-dance and starts trying to do magic tricks and shit.
Oh, no.
While this nigga throw a hat by accident and hit me in the titty. Then he continued to dance, and everybody was cheering him on like he ain't just hit me with the hat. So now when I see a dancing ass nigga with a hat, I make sure to keep a safe distance.
I can't stand a dancing
that is
ass
so
nigga,
funny.
man.
He would never see me again.
Oh, my God. I can't
Hilarious.
stand a dancing ass. Like, I don't know. Okay, well, sometimes dancing is okay because when you do drugs, I do like to. Well, I don't know if you do like drugs with boys. I used to, but like when you would do a pill and like see how like a nigga really get to moving when he's on like a huggy drug, like that's really fun. Like watching niggas just like kind of get into their body. I think it's a good time. I don't know,
yeah,
but I don't do pills. Pills aren't safe anymore. Kids don't do them anymore. Pills are weird now.
Oh damn.
Pills
Man,
are
fucked up the
weird.
drugs.
They
Nothing
have.
sacred.
The world used to be safe. This used to be America. Now you can't even do fun pills for real because people are trying to kill you and drug dealers want to fucking...
Why do you want to kill me as a drug dealer? If I die, I can't buy more drugs.
I mean,
understand
they're very short-sighted and stupid, I think, just at this point. But no, I don't engage in pills anymore. Okay, cool. So I'm going to read this long-ass letter. Cool. Hi, Mel and Talley. I love the podcast. I started watching on YouTube while studying for exams, and now I'm hooked. Welcome. Now on to the story. I'm a 20-year-old pansexual, and I'm a junior in college. Picture below. My friend, we'll call her Ashley, makes friends with the world, and I mean the world. She is an extrovert, and I am an introvert. This doesn't really bother me because usually when she makes a new friend, I smile and speak because I was raised, and sometimes we'll end up forming a friendship as well. This doesn't sit well with my roommate and her best friend, who we'll call Jayla. Jayla hates Ashley's friendliness, and I always got to hear about it. We have all been friends since freshman year, and to my knowledge, they've both been friendly, so I never believed it was a problem with Jayla. That is until two of Ashley's close friends decided they wanted to room with Ashley for the upcoming semester. This is an asterisk. I'm quietly rejoicing because now I don't have to talk to strangers anymore. Jayla does not like this news. She slowly stops talking to Ashley, slams doors and cabinets, and stomps around like a toddler, and I'm like, ... Hold on a second. This says I don't have to read it, but let me read it for context. That is actually really important, and we should have said it out loud. She said y'all don't have to read this, so can I read it? Yeah. She said, side note, y'all don't have to read this. Ashley do be forgetting about Jayla when she makes new friends, and it's kind of oblivious to it even when I tell her. This is important to understand the rest of the story. Okay, see?
Yeah, right. Important.
The semester goes on. I get close to other friends, so I do not really have to interact much with these friendly-ass niggas. But unbeknownst to me, the girls have been fighting, ? I come home to arguing almost every day because Jayla brings home different niggas, parentheses, which isn't a problem to me, but some have questionable reputations on campus that we're all aware of. Yikes, on bikes, to have sex with them. Ashley hates this, and I'm just like, hey, man, I do my part as a girl's girl by telling Jayla that the niggas she be bringing home are known to give girls chlamydia and never speak to them again, or a culmination of other diseases or situations that aren't savory. She cusses me out, so I say, you got it, girl. Y'all doing a lot of cussing each other out. That's crazy. It's probably not smart that I give her advice about men because before the conflict, she says she doesn't want my advice on niggas because although we're both plus size, we're built different, and I get more male attention than her, so she'll take what she gets. That's so sad to me. Oh, my God. Stand up. Which is sad because she's very pretty, and I hate these niggas, so I never really consider what kind of attention I get from them, period. Same. In asterisk more added context, to spite Ashley, she has now started to spite me by calling the campus police on me and my stink, which I'm assuming is your boo, which is always quiet because I'm a lady and it's a dorm. When she hears us having sex, which is insane, she calls the RA and tells them when we have friends over to drink and have game night, and calls and makes noise complaints almost every day, which results in fines. Me personally, I want to beat her ass, but I got to get this degree. Yes, you do. End of the semester comes and I get the fuck up out of there. Ashley calls me and tells me that these niggas almost got into a fight and one of Jayla's niggas had to break it up. Her nigga gets Ashley's number and texts her telling her to make up with Jayla. Men not staying in men's place. They bring my ass back into the beef and want me to pick a side. Was that you that just touched me? My leg? Was that you or was it a bug? I think it was your shoe. Okay. Whew. I don't want to because admittedly I do not plan on speaking to either of them next semester. Period. I feel like y'all could bring some big sister advice to this situation because although I have given good advice to both of them, I need some unbiased opinion. Sincerely, get me the fuck up out of undergrad. And then we finna look at your picture.
Jesus, this baby want us to answer. She sent it twice.
Oh,
baby. You're
a hottie. You're a cutie, and I like this hair. This is nice. She's cute, but yeah, it sounds weird. I don't know. Fool, leave her. She's probably weird.
She's weird, bro.
They both
girl abusive, bro.
This sounds like a pretty toxic friendship, and I think sometimes you're in college, you just be friends with people for the sake of the fact that you see each other all the time.
Let me tell you something about keeping up with friendships for the sake of optics or sororities or other things. And you know that bitch is weird in undergrad, and you keep on with the friendship to say you did it, and then you turn 26 and like this bitch is terrible. Better get the fuck out now.
You better see the signs while you can.
Leave the bitches alone. Honestly, you a junior, you can make new friends. The thing about college, you can meet a bitch on Wednesday and y'all are the best friends for the rest of your life.
Yep.
By the following Saturday.
And that really doesn't change the older you get. Like I've made a lot of friends, like just randomly being.
I've only known you for like 3.5 years, bitch.
And
like
we're doing great. Up top.
We just got here. I just met this bitch yesterday. So
and I'm closer with her than some people that I've known for years.
So you will make new friends. It's fucking college. You'll fucking throw up next to a girl in the bathroom, and now that's your bridesmaid. So leave them bitches alone. They are both weird, and that Jayla has a spirit on her.
She does.
She's
not a good person.
She's jealous and she's weird.
She also might like the other girl.
She also might like Ashley, and Ashley got her own demons to deal with too. Because
she need to get in somebody's
go see the lady. I don't know what school y'all
therapy.
go to, but back in my day, we had Sunshine Manor, which was therapy, and we had 12 free sessions a year. And I never went. And I
take your ass on down to that Sunshine Manor.
You better get the fuck down to that Sunshine Manor, Ashley, because she got some shit to unpack herself.
She does, and it's just you got shit to do. You got a degree to get. You got things. I don't know, man.
Yeah, they weird.
I'm glad you plan on not speaking to any of them.
But
what I do want to tell you, this is the point I was about to forget. Look, as you age, you got to stop giving bitches unsolicited advice about niggas. I'm sorry.
They're not gonna listen.
That girl know them boys got chlamydia. And the older you get, it turns into
your husband cheating.
Your husband cheating. You got to stop telling bitches shit about the niggas that they fuck with, because I promise you are gonna land on the side of that that's gonna make you sad. Most bitches are choosing them niggas every time. Every time. And she know them boys got the clap. She heard it just like you heard it.
She gonna go down to, because we also had a free clinic at the school. She gonna go down there, get her penicillin, and go on by her fucking
start it all over again.
Just let her go ahead.
Let her go ahead and do it, because at the end of the day, she heard that shit like you heard that shit.
At best, you can be like, hey, everybody, let's go as a family to go get tested. That's the best you can do.
That's the best you can do.
And
sometimes you can't even do that.
Because she's going to tell you to kiss her ass because you're not going to, I got a test. Okay, well,
girl.
There it is.
But find you some new friends. Go stand in the library and look for bitches. Yeah. I remember when I first got to Georgia State, I was like, I need a friend so bad. I first got to Georgia State. I told this girl she was a part of some club that I wanted to be in or whatever, and I was just like, I really need some friends. Like, I'm really fucking losing. I was living with my mom at the time. It's like, I need a friend. We tried to be friends. Turns out we was fucking the same nigga, and it didn't work. Because I found me somebody to fuck on before I found friends.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. And then when I started being friends with
Redacted.
them hoes, I just kind of walked up to them and was like, y'all want to start a singing group? Because I saw them singing. I was like, y'all want to do a singing group? And that's how we started being friends. So just try to be as outgoing as you can. I know that you say that you're not.
Interests.
Yeah, I know you say you're not super social, which I can identify with, so I'm not going to pretend like I can. But, like, find you some bitches to hang out with, man. If you got to just walk around, where y'all shop at now?
They don't walk around. They don't shop.
Y'all don't shop
They go in that Shein, that Fashion Nova. This is unrelated, but please stop asking me where I got my clothes from, because when I answer and y'all try to cancel me, I have nothing for that. So that's why I don't answer.
Have you learned about Temu? It's worse. There's no way that stuff is being...
And it came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. I think it's just I think it's tech... My face is itching, but I don't scratch it because my makeup.
It's a Shein rebrand?
I think it's undercover Shein, because Shein is getting the rap that it is getting and has been getting, but it's worse. Like, granted, I did use my coupons. I did order some things, but, like, I shouldn't be able to get 20 makeup powder puffs for 97 cents. Like, I should, but not like this. You know what I'm saying?
It don't feel right.
It's too easy. Like, some of the shit on there is just suspiciously low, and then when you see people doing the reviews on TikTok, you just kind of like,
what's the catch?
What's the catch here? But
is
the
it
catch
microchips in the shit?
No, the catch is that it's a 3-year-old putting it together. That's the catch.
Did you see the Shein influencer trip?
Girl.
I didn't even see anybody sweating. Sis.
Are you fucking crazy?
Shut
Are you
up.
crazy? Just say you wanted to go to China. Just say you wanted to go to China. But don't fucking play with me. This is worse than the damn Fanita thing. And I don't even know her. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But, like, say you wanted to go. I think that's what we need to start doing with these influencers. And I don't know either of these people. Say, this was the opportunity for me to do some shit for free, and I wanted to go.
And then you had fun.
And I had fun. Say that. Don't go over in that situation with the Tarte Cosmetics. Don't gaslight people about them being racist, because we know that they are. And don't gaslight people. We know that there's somebody over there in a bassinet folding up somebody's vacation clothes right now. Don't act like you don't know that. Come on. Let's be real.
And the white girl with the fucking, I don't know what kind of haircut that is. And the black boyfriend.
I know she got a black boyfriend. That's what I say. I'm gonna say that know a nigga somewhere don't play about her. I know it.
Them niggas leave no fat white girl unturned.
I hate when my face be itching. I'm wearing makeup. It's the worst.
Yeah, you just gotta
tap. But I'm gonna read.
But that shit was funny to me because, like, it's Shein. You think this the main factory?
And it's probably like a processing factory or something like that, or
it's like the Krusty Krab and the Krusty Krab 2.
That's funny.
The Krusty Krab 2 is where the kids are.
Yeah, that's where the children are.
The 4-year-olds put these bikinis together.
And you know what? Let's talk about this shit too. It's sweatshops right down there in downtown LA. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is a global problem, and if we were to talk about it in a healthy way, after your little Shein contract is up, after you done got your money, after you done said what you said, if we were to start talking about this shit in a healthy way, because it's American kids and immigrant kids right down there in them shops in the fashion district in New York. Same thing happening in LA. I'm sure they got a sweatshop revving up somewhere here in Atlanta. It's shit happening all over the world. This is a global situation.
And the amount of waste and all the things, and we know.
So let's not play games anymore.
And I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm not part of the problem.
We said this before, yeah.
The fucking bathing suits is $12. I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh, where'd you get a bathing suit from? And somebody gonna be, oh, I think it's she. Shut up.
It was a gift.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you want from me?
Shut up.
Yeah, and maybe I'm not at the point in my life where niggas want to clear out my Saks Fifth Avenue cart online. So if a nigga willing to clear out my Shein cart, then that's what I'm gonna take. What do you want?
I'm sorry, we all gonna die anyway.
That made me so sad.
We are all contributing to the earth being terrible anyway. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It can't be undone.
And stop putting paper straws in my drinks. Sorry, we're getting on a tangent. We're supposed to be doing, so what we're doing today, we're supposed to be doing a part 2 to the music episode that came before this one, and we're going to plan our own kind of like music festival, Essence Fest situation. I have so many good ideas. We actually should be writing some of this down because I've got some ideas. I was trucking. Once you explain to me in that voice note what you're trying to do, I'm like, yeah, I know who I want to host it. I know what different stages I want. But yeah, so let's get into it. So, boom, we're going to kind of run through these really fast. Best R&B girl group of all time and boy band, go.
Outside of Destiny's Child, which is like an obvious one, I'd say probably TLC.
I think you said, yeah.
I think I said that last time. I think it's TLC, and then I
don't think they're R&B to me. They're pop and B.
Okay. I'm trying to think of who I like more, SWV or Escape.
That damn SWV. I think both groups have their merits.
Yeah, like
SWV. I think we talked about this. I'm so sad that we could not release that original episode because we said so many good things. So I'm trying to remember what I said. And it's not gonna be as funny, but whatever. I think SWV is kind of like how like you find a Chinese food restaurant and the name of the Chinese food restaurant is Chinese food, and then you go in there and it's the best Chinese food you ever had. Like they advertising what they got. SWV says sisters with voices, and some sisters with voices. That's what the fuck they meant. I don't know. I like when you had to be able to sing. And I think what I like about Candy and them, what I like about Escape, is that their voices were so different. Like
Candy has a very different voice. People try to play Candy like the pen and the voice, they work. They've been working. So you can't sing.
I think Candy is a better studio singer than she is a live singer. I will say that. If I had to choose between like listening to Candy sing on a track, yeah, but like for real with her. And I think that's where that people have the same notion about her voice that people used to try to have about Mary J. Blige's voice. Some singers are just better studio singers, and you see them live, and I think because you want to hear what you heard on the track, that you're disappointed. And you're like, oh, they can't sing, and it's like, no, they're just a better studio singer than they are a live singer. Live singing is totally different. So like, I get it, but that damn Candy Burris sings just fine, and that little pit bull, Tiny, has a great voice. Sings her ass down.
Which is why Eris can sing and Zonique can sing.
Because they be singing, so I really appreciate that. I think that what I like about SWV and Escape is that they were kind of like singing like
Rent was due.
Singing like rent was due, but also like singing about things that maybe, were kind of like frowned upon.
Stealing
like,
somebody niggas.
Stealing niggas man. Even though that fucking You're My Little Secret serial killer. You like being in the same room with him and his girlfriend.
The fact that she don't know, it really turns me on.
Go to jail.
She never
go to jail. That's so tacky to me.
We got this thing going
You gotta kill a bitch. You really do.
Yeah,
because they said we need to stop tapping on the table and stuff. We sorry, y'all. But no, you gotta kill a bitch for some shit like that. But I really enjoy that.
We don't have nobody here to see if they can hear us.
I'm
gonna go look my goddamn self.
These niggas really be just dipping out on us. Oh, so we're gonna call this a pause, I guess, right? All these niggas do is leave us. Oh, girl, please.
in my mic.
Hello,
Okay, we good.
it's me.
Talk in your mic.
Hello from the other side. I love those pants. I gotta find them. You got them from Fashion Nova, right? Yeah.
Or POT.
Mine came from a set from Fashion Nova called
No, this is just the
Netflix and
pants.
Chill.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, violence.
Oh no. So I'm gonna
so
talk about.
into
Oh,
you.
okay,
Also
yeah.
add
Oh,
something. Go
yeah.
ahead.
I thought you were moving on to the next topic. I got confused. But no, my best R&B girl group of all time. I was really, really, really a fan of Destiny's Child and their first album. I think that was the most R&B, besides Destiny Fulfilled, like most R&B album that they had. Those girls
We're singing.
were singing.
DC4 was a moment I feel like we let the jokes and the memes and like the drama. Mm-hmm. Them hoes was a group.
They were a group. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I made a video on TikTok about Michelle's voice, and people thought I was being nasty. Like, I think she has a beautiful vocal tone. I think it's very churchy, and sometimes like it'll be like a sexy song, and then she'll sing it. She'll sing it like she's singing at church, and people was like, "Oh, don't do her like that. Like that's the best." Because it was, again, I don't know what it is about this cursed song, but it was catered to you, and I was like, "I want to get my breath, my strength, my will to be here." Like, why would she do that?
You know, they used to say like, "Oh, all of Michelle's verses are to Jesus," and it's just like.
But you know, some of the churchy dolls, they do have the whole Jesus is my boyfriend vibe going on, and it is weird. But I think Michelle has a beautiful voice, so I'm not gonna play with her like that. But no, I also really like snacks. I also really like Brownstone.
Brownstone had a
Brownstone sounds like the fucking Mississippi Mass Choir. They sound like 800 bitches. They do. So I really enjoy
I want
that.
them chips now.
Yeah, can you go and pass some chips over to us, please? Thank you. My Slim Jim. Thank you. I thought you would have forgot. Yummy.
They take care of us over here.
They do. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy. Puffs. It's me. Snacks.
Thank you. It's so good. I love me a Slim Jim.
This is ghetto. It's a meat stick, pause, that they have on the Delta flights. Like, if you fly to California, they come back with, like, a snack box, and they got a meat stick in there. That shit be so good.
I love Slim Jims. They got one at by the people who make the cheese, the Tillamook people. So good. Anyway, best boy band of all time. Go.
Now, define boy band. R&B group or a boy band?
We black, so let's talk about R&B groups.
New Edition. Period.
I forget how strongly you feel about that sometimes.
I love New Edition. But we just talking about, like, fun boy bands.
Yeah.
It'd obviously be like a B2K or a B5 for me.
B2K, everybody couldn't sing for real.
They never could in the groups. Everybody couldn't sing.
Yeah.
What does Mike Bivens' voice sound like?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Never heard it. Let me put this down. I'm chewing all in the mic.
I am too. This is good.
But no, my favorite boy band, everybody knows my favorite boy band is Jodeci. Because, like, I guess I love to sing and I love R&B music, but that was just who I knew niggas to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the fact that they were singing about, like, toxic things because that was one of the only relationships that was modeled for me. So I was like, oh, like, this is love. Like, that's what they're singing about. So I really enjoyed Jodeci. There was a topic, shout out to Jiggy J on Twitter, talking about something she didn't like, Jodeci. Now, Miss Mamas, I thought we was friends. I thought we was cool. And you come disrespecting me and everything I stand for. Talking about Jodeci like that. I want to talk about Jagged Edge and 112.
Let me tell you something. Jagged Edge is my number 2.
Really? Jagged Edge is my number 2, too.
I love Jagged Edge.
Well, excluding, like, the old niggas, because I know that we talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire and Isley Brothers. I would have been pregnant by Isley Brother. I say that all the time.
In their crop top.
In the crop top. Ain't no way you finna tell me, oh, I believe you are a rainbow. I'm putting my drawers in my purse, bro. I'm sorry.
Here.
Pregnant. How about the pussy you need?
How much pussy do you
do you want? Because I got it.
I will get some more.
Yeah. But, yeah, so Jagged Edge and 112 are two of the most vocally sound R&B groups of all time. Of all time. 112, I like the fact they paired them up for the verses because I thought that was really just...
Perfect.
That was one of the more perfect pairings.
Especially with the Diddy and JD rivalry, too.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Atlanta, New York.
I really love that.
It was perfect.
What's the most scandalous / riveting music moment that you remember?
For me personally, or just
for you
culture?
personally.
I think I asked this question the first time you asked it. My first, like, personal one is when artists that I listen to started talking about sex. Like, when Chris Brown dropped Take You Down, that was such a big deal for me. Like, oh my God, Chris Brown is fucking, and we're talking about it. I also would like to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or
I
like,
was totally opposite.
you were like, this is disgusting?
Not that it was disgusting, but like all that gyrating and moving he was doing and stuff, I'm like, I don't really know what sex is, but I know I'm not ready to do that.
I was into, not because this is when I set my purity ring, but it was like, if Chris Brown's fucking, I may not wait till marriage.
Who's next? Me.
Right. Like, I was into that whole J Smooth, the nigga zone. Like that.
I hated that shit, bro.
Oh, I loved it.
This is so embarrassing. I've been trying to open these chips for so many like seconds.
I was the target audience for all of that shit.
I don't know. I think that some of the boys, when they started getting sexy, I was like, I don't want to. If he's simulating sex, I don't want a man to do that to me. I don't want a man to touch me.
Me up. That may have been my first time actually getting wet.
Gross.
Yeah. I was like, nah, it's doing something. My gears are turning out. My hormone monster appeared.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I was always a little bit like theoretically horny. Like, I'm just like, yeah, like sexy stuff makes me feel sexy. But like actual sex, like Chris Brown talking about actual sex, because at that time everybody thought they could actually pull Chris Brown. So I'm like, damn, he's talking about actual sex. That means the bitches are having sex, and that means that I'm behind. Like, cause I could fuck this nigga. Like, I don't know why Chris Brown felt so attainable, but he just felt like a nigga you could pull.
Everybody had a nigga in their school who looked just like Chris Brown.
That's true. Ours was Johnny Cummings.
It was this nigga named, I think his name was like Jermaine or something. He looked like if somebody was trying to draw like Chris Brown from memory. But it was also a tall, dumb, light-skinned nigga at every school. So that's
I think they was just tall and dumb and light-skinned, because they didn't really look like this nigga. They were just tall and dumb and light-skinned.
But that was like Chris Brown is fine. When in his prime, especially. Because the coke done been doing some things. But like,
his body's weird now.
It was always an archetype that we all were familiar with. Everybody like tall, dumb, light-skinned nigga in their school. So that's what made him like, yeah. But I wanted him so bad.
Yeah. I think the most scandalous thing that I remember, I think they're both Jay-Z moments. I may have only talked about one of these last time. But when Jay-Z and Nas is into it, and then Jay-Z basically insinuated that he fucked Nas's baby mama in Nas's car and came on the baby's car seat, I thought niggas was gonna die. I did. And it was, I also really didn't feel like that about anything else except for when the Pusha shit happened. And this goes into the rap beef question shit with the Pusha and Drake shit. And then also the Drake and Meek Mill shit. Drake has been in a lot of shit. He's a messy ass Scorpio bitch. He really is.
I want to see him fight.
I don't want to see that yellow belly bitch fight. I don't want to see that. I don't.
You are so fat for sitting up here chomping. And I know this is not great listening.
I'm sorry, but we're so hungry.
I'm starving.
I'm so hungry.
Go ahead.
It's free ASMR. Oh, see, you was sexy with it. I'm over here looking like a bear. Remember in Easy A when he was the mascot? That was so funny to me. But, no. So, Jay-Z saying that he came on that baby's car seat was disgusting and terrible. And you know Jay-Z stabbed somebody, right? You know that, right? Yeah. That's so crazy to me, which makes sense. And I hate to be like the astrology bitch, but Jay-Z is a Sagittarius, so some of the wild shit that I hear about him, I'm like, that makes sense. Oh, the celebrity Sagittarius do not represent well.
Isn't that Diddy a Sag too?
I don't know if Diddy is a Sag. I know that Onika is a Sag. I know Tyra Banks is a Sagittarius. I know that fucking weirdo ass creep is a Sagittarius. What's his name? Trey Songz is a Sagittarius. Yeah. We don't got good representation.
Oh, he's a Scorpio, November 4th.
Makes sense.
But
yes. Yeah. What was your favorite rap beef or rap beef moment? Like where you was like, oh, this is getting good.
You know what was a fun beef?
What?
Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow. That shit was funny. That shit was funny as fuck.
Cause it's like y'all having a mid off. Y'all having a mid off.
And they would be on their fucking MacBooks and talking, standing up. That shit was so funny. And I was logging on YouTube every day.
It looked like it was filmed through a fucking cheesecloth. We couldn't even see the niggas for real. It was so grainy.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Of course, Drake and Meek. Now when Drake, I remember that summer. It was summer 2015 when he dropped back to back.
Drake has done something to Rameek that is undoable.
He's never came back from
He
that.
never fully came back from that because once you...
Everything he does now was so corny.
And that's what he exposed. Like, once you show us how lame a nigga is, and I think that's why Drake gets to just corny, and out-corny everybody, because any nigga that really call it out, only real person that's really, like, giving it back is Pusha. But everybody else is just kind of like, one, this nigga is petty. He's gonna try to fuck my bitch or be out with my baby mama or some shit like that. Yeah. He probably got DMs from my bitch in his phone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's Drake.
It was Drake.
I'll talk about him with a dog, but like if Drake tried to fuck me, I probably would fuck him. I probably would. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's so funny because when I made that video about Drake being a dweeb and it got all those views, everybody's like, if he slid on you right now and you going,
he's a whore.
Yeah, I'm on these hoes. You think I'm not?
He's the hoes. Yeah.
If Drake slid on me, all he would be trying to do is prove me wrong that he not a dweeb. Yeah, I'm
That's the
going.
kind of nigga he is.
And then after I nut, I'm gonna ask you why I feel like you be hanging out with little girls. Why you be hanging out with
I know
20-year-olds
for you.
No, I feel like I aged out. What's going on? But if Drake tried to pull up on you, you going.
If Drake tried to pull up on you, you're going, sir.
Sir? Yeah, you gonna run that booty hole if Drake try to pull up on you.
Somebody pushed me down to see Big Crit this past weekend, and I was like,
Big Crit?
For Big Crit, and I like Crit. I do. He's not pushed down.
You should.
It's not a nigga
you should maybe do a brisk walk to get to Big Crit.
Why are you pushing me?
And it was a grown ass man, wasn't it?
So yeah, rap beefs. I think
if I had to fuck Drake, I would fuck Drake. But I'm calling the police after. I want them to go through your phone because I feel like
go in that phone.
It would have to be a public service. Like, get this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
These chips good as hell.
Those are probably the best Cheetos I ever had. And they put a lot of fucking.
They put a lot of cheese on these too. My favorite. One of my Your
fingers.
One of my this looks gross. And I'm gonna eat this cheese on my fingers too. One of my most scandalous rap beefs that like, and I hope it never ends. That Cardi and Nicki shit. Oh. Baby, because also let's just frame it for some of the people who might be barbs on here. Nobody's saying Nicki's not talented. We want her to not be married to a pedophile.
And just to like be better.
And just be better and be normal. Like, she's not really a girl's girl. You married to this weird ass nigga. It's all bad.
Something.
It's always something with you. She's a Sagittarius too. I said that. Yeah, she's Sagittarius. It's always something with you. Tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Nicki still has a redeemable arc. I think she has a redemption arc left in her.
The people hits gonna always hit because people love Nicki. Like
I was at the bar yesterday. I was on a plane with Dwayne. You can call me Billy. I go to Hillman.
I'm gonna go off every time I hear that song.
I'm gonna go off every time I hear that song. And I might do it into my phone because I don't want to shame myself because I'm supposed to have standards and stand up for stuff. But like, we just want her to tighten up. But I think Nicki had never met nobody that just wasn't going with that shit, going for that shit with her.
And really like, cause the Remy thing, Remy started it. Remy was the first one. Them rap beefs really like. Stop looking at people the same. Because after the Remy beef, it was like, damn, she kind of ate Nicki up, and no one really had the balls to do it. So Remy opened that door.
Remy did open that door.
And that's when the rap girls, it kind of took Nicki off that pedestal that she was untouchable. So more rap girls started coming through.
But see, the thing with Remy that people like felt like they could disrespect her or not take it as seriously was because she's on Love and Hip Hop, and you know, she kind of like rebranding and like, you know, doing new things.
So Cardi was on Love and Hip Hop too, but it was the prison thing.
It was the prison thing as well. And then, like, you know, like, what type of bum bitch should that, like, all that shit.
Now, Nicki got her ass back. Nicki tagged her back.
She did. But Nicki and Cardi, because if you think when Nicki came out, the bitches wasn't really, like, rapping, like for real. Like, Nicki came out in her own lane and alone. I think you said this last time. She was the only person getting nominated for things, like, best rap,
like,
best
she
rap,
had the best rap for, like, 8 years in a row.
Right. So it's like, are you the best or are you just the only? And I think that when Cardi came out and wasn't really, like, scared of her, or like kissing her ass, and I think Cardi kind of like set it up now to everybody's like, I'm not going for that bullying shit with Nicki.
Bully me, and I think it also made it more open opportunity for the rap girls because Nicki made it so hard. Like, you really gotta rap like fucking Confucius every time you get in the studio.
Right.
Let's have a good fucking time. These niggas ain't talking about shit.
Right.
They're not talking about nothing. So let's get up here having fun. Make a hit. A hit is a hit.
And I think when Nicki started, this is so funny because I talk to girls about this all the time, and they think that I'm being an asshole, but I'm not. A bitch can be sexy and not have sex appeal. And I think that when Nicki started doing like Anaconda and those type of things,
the twerking,
you're like, your talent came from the fact that you can
rap, and you're a gorgeous girl.
But now you're rapping and you're like trying to focus more on the sexiness of it, and it's just like,
well, no, she's always been sexy because even I'm talking about the freaky
sexy.
girl.
I don't think she has
she's
sex
always
appeal.
been sexual, but like she just can't dance. I think that's what it is.
She can't dance.
Nikki can't dance.
Maybe that's it.
Nikki just can't dance,
and it makes it look weird.
Yeah, because like she's always like the little Kim pose, like she's always been sexy and had sex appeal, but when she tries to do the choreo,
I wouldn't fuck Nikki, even if I'm just taking it based on like what she looked like and what outside of the fact that you married to a freak. I wouldn't fuck Nikki. I don't know.
Yeah, bitch, she's gorgeous to me.
I think she's hot, but
I'm not looking at it from that way though.
It's hot, but it's just in a way it's like, oh, it's hot, but like I'm not taking my panties off for Nikki.
Damn. Oh, well.
I'm not.
I'm not taking my panties off for Cardi either.
I take my panties off for Cardi.
Really?
Yeah. Pre-dental work. Yeah.
I think Cardi made it from being herself, and like she shattered all the respectability of it, and that's why people were so upset.
And she was a girl's girl. Cardi be on all the features. I think Cardi is on that TikTok song where it's like, put me up, I'm trying to fuck, point me to the sluts. A remix is coming out to that, and Cardi is on it. Nobody know
what the song was.
Nobody know who that girl is, and she's about to platform this girl in a way that's really like
even
fantastic.
When she did with Glorilla. Tomorrow too, song up, and it's like again, it's fucking fun. I don't give a fuck who wrote it.
I don't
care. I don't care who wrote it. I don't care. I'm having fun.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing about like Nikki being not a girl's girl. You care about things that niggas care about. And I don't care who wrote it.
Charts and numbers, and she's made that like such a thing now in Stan Twitter, and it's just like who?
And I don't care that a bunch of white 15-year-olds are listening to you in their bedroom. I don't care about that, Nikki. Come on, let's be so fucking for real.
Let's have a good time.
Let's have a good time. But I really enjoyed that when Cardi hit that bitch with that shoe.
And they're like, she'll never be invited. She was on Vogue or whatever the fuck.
Bazaar, Harper's Bazaar.
Bazaar. Mm-hmm. Right after with the shoe with Cinderella. Had a baby, came back. Like, she's doing all the things you said. You can't be a stripper. You can't be a hoe. You can't not speak English. You can't have a fucking teeth.
Her husband made a song. She's a stripper, naked dancer, and she begging me to wife her. Made a whole song about not wifing hoes. Now look at you.
And I think that was also a turn in just like respectability politics and slut shaming and all that stuff because the hoes is winning. Hoes are winning.
Once bitches realize you have so much more fun when you don't care about being a lady.
Because guess what? They going to call you a whore anyway. Like, even watching the Duggars documentary, did you watch the Duggars doc? They get called whores.
I want to watch it together, though. I want to rewatch it so we can have conversations in real time because we never discussed it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but it just taught me so much about church, but also, like...
You got to watch the Hillsong documentary, too.
I got to watch that, too. It was like a tweet I saw that was saying, like, once you realize whore just means woman, you have so much freedom. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm not fucking sucking dick, but, oh, well, your arm's out, so you're a slut. Like, goddamn, I'm still a slut? Yeah. Well, shit, I may as well just suck the dick then.
And did. And did.
So
had a blast.
Suck the dick.
Cool. Do you want to start the festival part now, or you want to finish the other question? Yeah, let's do the festival. All right, boom. Listen, we might have a talk with him first. We might have a talk.
But what is your festival? Go ahead.
Listen, for hosting, and I hate the fact that it's a man, there's nobody better. Listen to me. We have to have a series of talks, and there have to be contracts. It's got to be Steve Harvey. I'm sorry. It's got to be Steve. No, we're going to have to be like.
Don't you say this?
Broderick. Listen to me. Look here. Keep your fucking books and advice to yourself. Nobody asked you that.
Shut your ass
up. Shut your ass. Shut your ass up. We gonna have to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Now, your anecdotes in the middle, keep it to 90
seconds.
I don't want to hear what y'all were doing in that Cutlass in 1976.
We got to give Steve Harvey a light. We got to have a Steve light. But I think Steve Harvey would be an excellent fucking comedy festival host. I love that.
Oh, doing a comedy festival.
I thought it was a comedy festival or it was a music festival.
I was music festival. Honestly, just go. Do your thing.
Actually, I mean, he's well versed.
Do your shit. Go.
Do your shit. But no, I would say Steve Harvey. Yeah, okay, and Kiki. Fun. I think that'd be a good pairing.
That would be hilarious
for any sort of function.
Anything.
They could host a baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who would be your headliner for a music festival?
So if I'm doing a good black man, look at that.
Thanks so much. You're the best.
If I'm doing like an Essence, right there a little bit. If I'm doing an Essence style festival. That's why I like Essence because it's not. I ain't got to do all that walking. It's just one place. It's in the dome. It's all that. So, I mean, obviously I'm gonna shoot for the stars for Beyonce, but I may like organize my nights because I think this one there was a lot of hashtag discourse with this one because they were saying it's not enough for the older ladies, and it's like, well, we're the new aunties. One and two, they were focusing more on hip hop. That's why it was what it was. It was like
and shut the fuck up, India Ari. Ain't nobody asked you shit. Nobody solicited India Ari's opinion.
Never mind.
Go ahead. No, I wouldn't. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you make all these songs about people being nice to you for being unattractive.
And you don't like, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it. You don't have no business in bad bitch business. Even, and I'm sure she'd be like, I wouldn't want to be a bad bitch because bitches who ain't bad, because I'm not no bitch, whatever. You don't have no business in hot bitch business, India Irene. Nobody fucking asked you. Nobody, who gives a fuck what India Irene has to say at a time like this? Nobody gives a fuck, India. Wrap it the fuck up,
and
man.
everybody twerking on stage had a degree or two.
Yeah.
Who gives
Nobody
a
gives
fuck?
a shit. Talking about something, not your advocate, fucking video. We know.
We are in New Orleans, Louisiana, the twerk capital of the goddamn world. We can't show titties. Literally, titties and twerking is what New Orleans is about.
And
who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? Empower bitches, but that's not empowering.
In essence, it's never been super classy anyway.
Getting your old, you being old and weird. I hate when the hoes get old and weird. You being old and weird. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Get right or get left. What the fuck do you want from us, India?
So yeah,
I'm sick
I do
hoes.
want Beyonce to close it out because why the fuck wouldn't I? I enjoyed Janet last year.
I want Beyonce to answer some questions. You sit on a panel.
Can you imagine Beyonce on a panel?
I can't imagine Beyonce on a panel, but I would love
so long.
that. I wouldn't talk to niggas either, though.
I honestly wouldn't either.
Honestly understand it.
But I'm trying to think of like one of the newer girls that can headline the first night. So maybe we can do like a generational type thing, but like I want a younger girl who could headline.
You know who has a great performance quality? Igor.
Oh, Lotto has a good time.
She does a great job. Yeah.
Megan put on a show.
Let me tell you something. Megan Thee Stallion. Man, when I say her performance quality has been A1 since day one, I will never forget seeing her perform, and she had that glitter on them booty cheeks when I was in Tallahassee. I will never forget that a day in my life. I still have the video in my phone. I have a blast. Not like in a weird way. I'm not like looking at it like, in a masturbatory way.
You did.
I mean, but I'm not. I just want to clarify that for the people in the case she's listening.
Masturbatory way is hilarious.
Just saying, I'm not.
Write that down.
In a masturbatory way. But that was really one of the best shows outside of Beyonce that I've seen. She did a really fantastic job. And I feel kindred spirit to you now because, like, we've both been on stage with her. When we're doing our Jokes on You documentary,
that's gonna be.
It's full circle. That's gonna
that shit was so much
that
fun.
would actually be my dream podcast host. I mean, a podcast like guest. If we can get Meg on this podcast,
because like I really, even aside from music, I was very impressed by how much of the words of her songs I knew. She knew the songs I did the songs because I don't listen to rap music at all for real. You know that I don't really listen to rap like that, so I don't really know all the songs like that. But I was doing really good. I just really fuck with Meg.
She's.
I don't play by her.
I don't play by her either. And then like it's not like she doesn't. She's not one of the younger girls to me. Like, we're in the same age group. I literally, you okay, Dex? Yeah. Okay. I identify with you. Like, Meg might be, 28? You know what I'm saying? I think she's 27, 28 years old.
She's 28. I'm like 6 or 7 months older than her.
Right. So I really identify with that. And I like the fact that she just like, one, I like the way that she talks about sex. She talks about sex like she's in it for herself and not necessarily that she's trying to like. She's having a good time. She's having a good time. Like, I just really enjoy all of it. And I always think of that guy who was saying that he had a YouTube channel and like maybe 10 people were like viewing it or listening to it or whatever. Turns out one of the people was Oprah and he ended up on TV. Yeah. Listen to me, Meg, if you're listening to this podcast, if you know anybody that suggested this podcast to you, listen to it. Come sit with us. I promise not to be weird for the most part.
It might get a little weird.
I mean, listen.
Cause like literally before I got called on stage, I texted that boy and I was like, I'm not straight no more.
I
like women.
Listen.
That woman is a woman.
That is a. First of all, she's smaller now. She has lost weight since she like first started. But like when I stood on that stage with her in Tallahassee, I rarely meet women that make me feel not thick. That is the woman.
That girl.
She
towers. She's so tall. I sat, and this is like 20 pounds ago. The meat on that thigh,
on that ass,
and the.
I would let that woman step on my face, like dead ass. Like
I said this years ago when she first came out. I want her to Melvin me, like on Baby Boy.
Yep.
I want to hop across the room. That's what I want.
God, I love her.
She's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Gay.
Yeah, just got gay in here.
Yeah.
Happy belated Pride, y'all. But no, if we get Meg on here,
Meg.
Yeah, I would like the new girl group. What's their name? Flow. I like them. Yeah.
I would have them on there. I would have I'd have this is messy as fuck, but I'd have like an ex-wife panel on like all the girlies who to tell us what not to do with niggas and money, like Mary J. Blige and Wendy and like Tia and like Tamar, like just guide us through.
Yeah,
tell us.
I would enjoy that.
I would love that.
That would be a cute little panel.
Let's get some panels.
Some panels. If it's gonna be a music festival, I would like a have you been personally victimized by Sean P. Diddy Combs panel. Like let's spill the tea. Let's get the shit out in the open about who these niggas are.
Let's have some open black conversations.
Yeah, let's have some open black dialogue about the music industry because what the fuck? What is going on? Yeah. I
would love that. That'd be so funny. But like a music festival, I gotta get Beyonce. Usher's gonna be there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I want Usher and Beyonce to perform together. I'm locking Jay-Z in a cage so he can't block.
And that's the thing. We cannot get quality performances from Beyonce with the features that she's had with men because this nigga's weird. And I know that is the answer. I want to see.
Her and Sean Paul have only performed Baby Boy once.
I want to see Beyonce and Usher kiss. There, I said it. I want tongue under tongue. I want his tongue touching that little connecty part up under her tongue. That's what I want. And I want her to fuck Julius. I don't know if I've said that before. There's a picture of Julius in my phone right now protecting Beyonce. And this is one of the hottest bitches I've ever seen in all my days. Hold on, y'all.
Why are you so...
Because when I saw the picture, he just walking. Look at this nigga, man.
He fine.
Y'all can't see this, but look at this.
He's fine. I feel like he
look at this hot ass bitch right here.
Perry think he look. Julius is fine as fuck, and he's cool. He don't be tripping.
Julius look like he'll eat the lips off your pussy. That's what he look like. And when he be standing next all strong near Beyonce and shit, I'd be like, I don't know a nigga that protect me like that.
If you could make mother feel safe like that.
I see, my if I had to do like my Wattpad fan fiction, they're fucking. I would love for Beyonce. And I'll get famous one day, and then this will be an issue, and I'll have to apologize to Jay-Z. Whatever. I was regular when I said it. Get over it. I want Beyonce to have fucked the dog shit out of Julius.
You know what's so funny? And I think about this just as a woman who wants to get their lick back. I think of Beyonce, and I think of we talk about settling and all of that. A great point that Cardi made. You said Offset accused her of cheating a couple weeks ago or whatever, and she was like, "Bro, who am I fuck?" Right. And that's where I'm at too. Like, who am I? Who am I fuck? God, Bill Gates. Who am I fuck? Because anybody we fuck is gonna be like, "Now why would you fuck that man?" And it's just because once you get to a certain level, it's just really nobody to fuck. You look out, and it's just like, let me just go back to my nigga, bro. Fine, whatever. And Cardi was spitting.
So that boyfriend text me. It was a screenshot of his tweet. Some nigga done tweeted, Talley just fucked me down. And he sent it to me and was like, "Move." And I was like, who is this? I've never seen this person in my life. I've never seen it. I was like, that nigga is lying. I'm on this nigga page trying to see what the fuck he talking about. And he from there. So I'm like, what is going on? He's like, girl, you're the only Talley in the world. Like, that's his girl. Like, please. I was like, I really thought niggas was making up shit on me out here. I was like, I was hyperventilating. I was like, I didn't know I was there. I didn't know I was at the place where niggas was lying on me, and I'm 30. I didn't know that.
Relax.
He's like, please, relax. I'm like, girl.
Relax. That might be your cousin.
Maybe my sister, knowing my damn daddy.
Did you see somebody like, hey, we look alike? Is my dad want shit? Are we siblings? Can you imagine?
Did they turn out being siblings?
I don't know. I didn't get the update. Okay, let's finish.
Yes. But also with my music festival, I would want some male artists to perform. Usher can say what he wants, but I would want some male artists to perform. But we also have to have classes and talks with y'all. This is what we do, and this is what we don't do. This is the songs you can't perform. And this is what you can. Because, honestly, we was talking about, Future, the last episode. I am really into a lot of Future's music. You are literally one of the worst niggas on the planet. But, you get up there, and you do, my fingers, they itching. You sit down.
And
you don't say, don't you, and don't walk over there by Sierra. Don't look at her. You leave her and that man and they son alone. Don't fucking go over there, nobody.
Matter of fact, there's a tunnel for you to take. So you don't go even by
this them. You enter here, this your green room, go on stage, back to your green room, back outside. Don't fuck nobody here. You get your nigger ass.
Matter of fact, hand the dick here, because I don't trust you.
Unscrew it and put the dick in my hand. I might keep it, though. No.
Nah,
Future might be a bad person.
Now, when you come back to get it, I'll have a lingerie.
It'll be wet when you come back to get it. You know how embarrassing it is as a big bitch to fall out of a chair?
It's okay, I almost fell.
And I was just gonna stay on the floor. Bitch, if I had fallen like that, I would have backflipped. My feet would have hit the TV. Oh my God. I think that's enough.
All right.
I think we're done here.
We're going to have to
All right, we're going to wrap it up. I'm not even drunk.
You guys made me eat.
You guys made me eat.
Oh my God, I'm so excited because this is the only thing I had to do this week, and I can just go home and do.
Oh my God. I got to go do stuff.
Have fun on Friday.
We're going to have fun on Friday.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Also, Sierra can come, but you stay in them first 2 albums. I don't want to hear none of that new
Sierra, I don't want to hear any of your. We said this in the corrupted episode. Listen, Sierra, please, Cece, hey, princess, listen. We want old Cece back. I'm so glad that you are no longer hurting. I'm so glad that you're healed. I'm so glad that you have a man who loves you and your family is so cute. I don't want to be empowered, not by you. And that's not to say that you are not worthy of empowering people. Do the 1-2 step. Do the get up. Do the
goodies,
ride.
Do the Matrix.
Goodies. Do
the walk.
do the fucking walk. Put your bathing suit top on with your long sleeve crop top
And the jeans.
and do what we ask.
With the Air Force One.
Do what we ask.
Dance on in fucking
Go get
drop
Ludacris.
Top. Get
And,
Missy.
and hit the fucking blade.
Matter of fact, get is it Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire. Camille on year. That's the funniest
Get
shit.
the
in the world.
fucking microphone and do your shit.
Yeah, promise. Promise is a song that I don't care what I'm doing, I'm gonna wanna fuck after I hear it. That's a love song. That there is a fucking song.
That was when I really first started feeling like a bad bitch.
Such a good song.
It is good.
I remember when they was on the wall. They was on the wall like
That
this.
whole video was a cultural shit. Sierra videos hit the street like crack in the 80s.
Sierra,
Every
people
time she
try
had
to play her. First of all, Sierra's voice is not bad. People try to act like it is. She just has a soft voice. She's not a vocal powerhouse. And everybody don't got to be Mahalia Jackson. Fine.
Mahalia is hilarious.
I'm just saying, everybody can't be
Everybody's
that.
not gonna do that.
Sierra danced her ass off. She's got great stage presence. She can perform with almost anybody.
Literally.
Everybody respects her. So I don't know why
Great
you
knee.
niggers think you could treat her bad.
Because y'all want Future. Y'all mad because she had a baby by Future and you didn't.
And you know what? Having a baby by Future, like,
It's not even
didn't
hard.
he try to kill one of his baby mamas or something? Like, why would you want that? Why would you want that? I told you I met Future once. And when I met Future, I saw Future at Phipps once, and I was just really like, that is a handsome man.
No, I got some pussy for him.
I got a little box for you. It's some foil. You can have it.
Just literally like a little Tupperware.
Just don't talk to me after or before. Or really, well, he could talk to me during.
Talk to me during. Life is
He
great.
talk to me during.
It's
Yeah.
Sensational.
But no, he's crazy. Like why would you want that? I don't
And she
understand
got
that.
better.
But
They
he
want women
is
to suffer
hot.
forever.
He is hot in Prague. He's
fine.
hot as
He fine.
he's
He
hot as
Atlanta
fuck.
nigga. And when
Well, you know, Atlanta nigga means something different. The niggas don't be fine like that these days no more.
I don't know what happened to him.
It's them drugs. It's them pills.
Perks.
It's them perks.
And they all went to Houston and never came
And
back.
then the boys be trying to fuck you on pills. No, don't fuck me on them pills. I
Who-
can't.
who
I
be
don't
fucking
have.
for 3
I ain't got time to be fucking all night. Now get your little 8 minutes and gone.
I'm tired.
I got 4 sessions of 8 minutes for you.
That's strong.
Go to sleep.
I have 23 minutes.
I mean, but the thing about it is though, and I'm not like trying to brag on my pussy, but like
You ain't gonna last that long anyway.
even niggas I know to last long because I know that you fucked other bitches, they don't be lasting long.
Get into the squelching squealer over here.
Man, I got that.
Coochie Coochington.
Get over
Get
here.
over here.
Get over here.
Honestly, like,
Yeah.
I enjoy my coochie so much because, like, she just keeps on. She's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm like, girl, when you started doing that?
Yeah. Bitch, let's get out there. Okay. Bye. Say it with me. Why am I alone? Bye. Yes.
Cut.